Hi, my name is Ron Quintero, and I want to thank you very much for previewing this video. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. What I'm referring to is the real estate market for the past couple of years because it's been a very difficult and trying marketplaces in most cities around the country. Now, what we have to do as business practitioners is look to the future. And what we want to be able to do to look to the future is to look to the past. Now, I don't have a crystal ball, and I don't know where the housing market's going forward. But we can see where interest rates have come from during the past 25 years or so. When I first started in real estate back in 1983, rates were between 12 and 15%. By 1995, rates had come down to about 8%. In 2005, rates came down to about 6 to 6.5 to 7%. And here we are in 2009, the current federal lending rate is 0.25 to 0%, which means one thing. We can't go to a negative interest rate marketplace. So rates are pretty doggone close to the bottom before they're ever going to go. So could they possibly go a little bit lower? Yeah, I think they're going to. I think they're going to go a little bit lower into the second and third quarter of the year 2009. But I also think that as we start to take advantage of and observe all of the stimulus that's come into the real estate marketplace, I believe that rates are probably going to bottom out here and could progressively start to move up as we start to see the impact of inflation due to all the stimulus that's come into the marketplace. So in business, I'm going to plan for the worst, expect the best, and deal with what we get. So I'm going to pretend for a second that rates could end up going up. But I need to ask you a more important question. What are you an expert at in your career of selling homes or funding loans? Okay. Well, as a real estate professional, you've had to develop many skills along the way of developing your career. You've developed the skill of finding clients. You've developed the skill of pre-qualifying household income. You know what's good debt, you know what's bad debt. You've developed the skill of quickly evaluating credit to look for opportunities. You know if you have a good candidate or not. And then you also have developed the skill set of selling homes or funding loans. Now, another big question here. Where do you get paid? Meaning, what do you get paid to do? Well, if you're a real estate or loan professional, you don't get paid to find clients. That's just one of the prerequisite things that you have to do to be able to get paid eventually. You don't get paid during the process of pre-qualifying household income or analyzing debt. You don't get paid for evaluating credit, and you get paid for selling homes or funding loans. So let me ask you a question here. Along the way of prospecting for clients that are buyers, listings, and loans, do you come across people that have excess of debt? Do you come into contact with people that have bad credit? Do you come into people that have no equity in their property and simply cannot afford to transact in this marketplace? Well, instead of just throwing all those leads into the trash can, you got to ask yourself, how can you harness their power? So you're doing all the right stuff right now. Either you're direct mail marketing, you're running a print advertisement, maybe you're telemarketing, door knocking, receiving leads from sign calls, for sale by owner opportunities, maybe you're obtaining leads from the internet, maybe you're doing a great job of networking and getting plenty of your business from networking opportunities. See, without losing your focus, that being selling homes or funding loan transactions, you got to ask yourself, well, how else can I generate revenue in this business? So you've got pillar number one here. You got your number one funnel of buyers, listings, and loans right here. So now you want to take your bad leads as they're perceived right now and start to offer credit restoration services. And there's an automated process to be able to do this. Do not take the focus away from your business. You want to be able to have and offer debt settlement services to your current clients. You want to be able to take those people that have no equity in their property, that don't want to sell their property, and offer them loan modification services and be compensated for that as well, legally and compliantly. So now, instead of just receiving income from one pillar of business, that's selling homes or funding loans, you want to be able to generate revenue from offering loan modification services, by offering credit repair services, by offering debt settlement services, and more importantly, by databasing all these people and building that future pipeline of transactions and relationships. You are funding your primary pillar of business, that being funding loans and selling homes. So let's take a look at what the impact could be on your income by integrating these services into your current mix. Let's say that you currently earn $100,000 a year either selling homes or funding loans. Well, add $50,000 a year by offering loan modification services. Add maybe another $50,000 by offering debt settlement services. Generate another $50,000 worth of revenue by offering credit repair services. So now you've taken an okay year of making $100,000 and just doing the same thing that you're doing right now, coming into contact with the same people you're coming in contact right now. You've now turned $100,000 worth of revenue into $250,000. And by the way, most of this can be driven by assistance. So my question is your career and income one-dimensional or is it four-dimensional? Meaning as we go into a marketplace that could see increasing interest rates in an environment that could become even more challenging to transact in, are you diversifying your income by creating multiple streams of income? I encourage you to register now for one of our upcoming programs. If you received this video via an email link, please register on that email piece. If not, please visit our website, www.makemyphonering.net. I'll repeat that, www.makemyphonering.net. Or call 800-313-6639. I'll repeat that, 800-313-6639. We look forward to seeing you at an upcoming event. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.